Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gecko the Old School Gamer here presenting One and Done Legend of Zelda. Ocarina, something like that, of time. This game is legendary amongst gamers for fucking ever. To this day, this Zelda game is, again, amongst other gamers, is usually ranked number one or two, like, of Zelda games. So it's either at least the top three all the time, and I have no way to dispute it because I've never played this before. Except until last night for about an hour trying to figure some shit out. Control wise and stuff. I started a new one. But and to get into the gameplay, I'm not there yet. I'm still trying to learn some of the controls. Because, as you know, the 64 controller is slightly awkward. If you're used to a certain way of playing with, especially with dual analog in a 3D world, in the modern sense, two analog sticks make sense because that's the easiest way to do it. But for the 64, this was early 3D, and it was done very well. And I was getting the hang of it once I was trying to remember all the controls. Because when you talk to a person, especially in the first area, the forest area, all the characters give you a paragraph of things to remember. Z and back and B and A, and if you're crouching you can jump. I'm like, okay, how do I try this while you're telling me how to do this? They give you a whole paragraph, like 3 or 4 things to memorize, and you can't test them until you leave the text, and then you can test them. But this, but if you're overwhelmed, like I am, you're gonna remember maybe one thing out of it. So I'm just sort of mashing buttons and figuring it out myself. As long as they give me a nugget of information, like if Z is crouch, then okay, what can I do in the crouch? Well, let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay, this and this. Okay, it seems like I'm doing a down thrust or a jumping attack. I don't know. It seems like it. I was testing it on a rock, and I didn't break the rock, so I don't know if I was hitting it. Whereas earlier I could pick up a rock and throw it. So it's all those testing stuff. But as far as I can tell, just in that, I did not leave. In fact, I can show you where I'm at with it. Or I could just go get it. I'm not going to go get the sword and shield again. Because I bought the shield. I found the store. I bought the shield. It took me probably an hour last night to try to figure out where the hell the fucking sword was. And I found the sword finally. I was like, oh, okay. So I found this little cave, this little crawl space. I'm like, I wonder if this is where the sword is hidden. I'm like, oh. I walked down the path and then fucking boulder ran my ass over. I'm like, I was hit by it a couple times, but it didn't kill me. It threatened to kill me. It knocked off some of my health and I was flattened, sort of like Mario. And I'm like, okay. And I found a chest, and inside the chest was my sword. I'm like, okay. God. As I was opening, I'm like, this better be my sword. Please be my sword. Yeah, my sword. So I found the sword. Now I got to go to the tree the D trees, something something tree, and I guess we'll go from there. We have to, right? I'm not going to start this over again, but yes, I'm very excited. If you've seen any of my other adventure games or RPG games, you'll know that growing up in the 80s and 90s, I was always intimidated by games like Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy. All those games intimidated me because it wasn't just, going from A to B. I wasn't. I was scared to jump into that shit because I would not know what to do. I would be lost. Sometimes I'm still fucking lost, but at least nowadays in the modern times I can process certain things. It's like, oh, okay. So I've beaten Legend of Zelda 2. I beat the Adventures of Link. I've came close to beating Legend of Zelda 1 on Nintendo. I've almost beaten which one? This one. This one. Legend of Zelda 1. I've almost beat it. I've got most of the Triforces here, right? And this, I have beaten this. Maybe I'll have my playthroughs in here in the bottom. At least the one and dones. I've done those. But so those are I got those within 2 or 3 years ago. And I never played any Zelda games before that. So my work buddy actually let me borrow The Legend of Zelda, and he wouldn't sell it to me. So I bought my copy from Lukey Games. And I'm like, yo, Zelda's awesome. So no longer afraid. And my brother-in-law had this game. I'm like, yo, I've always wanted to try it. So he's like, 64, Zelda, it's yours. Have it. And I was shocked. See Super Mario 64 for that story. I'm not going to rehash the story right here, but he was gracious enough to let me have the 64 and his games, and he's got the Zelda here, Ocarina of Time, which I've heard many times is a fascinating ranked top 3 Zelda games of all time. Depends on whose reviews you're watching. So, let's get into it. Zelda. Let me get it on the big screen here. It was so hard to decide what to erase. My brother-in-law and my two nieces. My two nieces grew up with the 64. They were babies when this came out. And so so you have my one niece, Samantha, and I'm not sure, probably my brother-in-law is Link, but there was another file up here. I didn't recognize the name, but I know they had to have. It would have been either my other niece using an alias or my brother-in-law using an alias. I don't know. So I was like, well, I'll delete that file. So let's get into this. I've already tried to check the options. There's not a whole lot to change, so I'm not worried about it. Now, yes, the graphics are slightly... clearly they're dated, right? Because it's early 64. But it does look pretty amazing. By the way, I've got I'm running this through an HDMI converter so that it can go into the video capture card. So I think maybe there is a little roughness to it, if that makes sense. Like up here where it says return and save, like the return is red, but it's also a little fuzzy or blurry. Actually, now I think about it, I better move myself up because my rupees are here. I may, if there's nothing over here in the bottom right corner, I may move myself over there. We'll see. I don't know. I forgot to test the gameplay. I'm sorry. Along with the camera. So adjust as I go. Okay. So return. Okay. I literally just got the sword and I bought the shield. So that is as far as I've gotten on here. Okay. Oh, by the way, I forget what the thing is called, but you buy it. It's about, I guess it's about yay big. You plug the composite, the red, white, and yellow, into it, and then you plug the other end into an HDMI. It's a converter, but it's specifically for the 64, because the back of the 64, the composite is its own, like, you just can't swap out the red, white, and yellow wire because it doesn't have the normal plug into the system. So the wire that comes with that is special, if that makes sense. So, but that, I saw that for $150. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. This is going to be just fine. Okay, so let me see. Oh, the Great Deku Tree. So, I have the map down there because I'm lost as fuck. So, the bottom right has the map. And, oops, son of a bitch. So I didn't talk to this asshole because he's like, you need a shield and a sword. So I got one now, bitch. What you gonna say to me? Yeah, I already got it equipped, motherfucker. Yeah. Yes, I do. Ocarina sword, yeah. Good grief. Oh, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? Man, fuck you. Yeah, I hate him. The great might will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how'd you get to be the favorite of the Saria? And a great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Alright. Good. Finally. Hey. Yo, what the fuck is that? You got the Deku stick. You can set it to... Why? What is that? Why would I want to set that? Press A. Carry up to 10 sticks. Don't waste them. What is that noise? Oh, there's another one. And another one. Okay. So the fairy goes there. Alright. There we go. Cool. Okay. Oh, they're just gonna keep popping up. Alright, cool. Eventually, I'll figure out what they are for. Okay? Okay. The great Deku Tree! I'm back! Oh, Navi. Navi is my little fairy that I just received. Oh, Navi. Gecko, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. I love it. Thy slumber these past moons have been restless and full of nightmares. The servants of evil gain strength and vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Gecko, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. I don't know shit. I have courage. I'm not afraid to do this, but I don't know what the fuck is happening. So to say I've got wisdom is horseshit. Thou still have the courage to What if I say no? Ah, fuck it. I got the courage. I don't have the wisdom. He didn't ask about wisdom. Then enter. Oh my god. Brave Gecko, and thou's too, Navi. Navi the fairy. Thou must aid Gecko. Yes. And Gecko, when Navi speaks, use upper C. That, again, that is where your right analog stick technically should be. They had to break up the C button into 4 buttons, which, like, weird, but, you know, it worked. They made it work. The 64 was interesting because it divided a bunch of people, like bunch of gamers are, you know, like, when it first came out, they're like, what the fuck is that? You know, instantly it was divided. You know, there's no question. Of course, it's become one of the most popular systems next to the Super NES and the NES and Genesis, you know. But it took a little longer than it should have for it to get to that point. Anybody see Joe Schmo, the TV series? Well, they did 3 seasons, and yeah. Oh, Lady Justice, may I enter you? It's a very, very funny joke that they would do every episode. Alright, so, what the hell? What am I doing? Not sure what that is up there. Deku Nut. So it's a flash grenade. This is amazing. I'm just so tripped out by this game. I can't believe I'm actually playing the Nintendo 64. And then I can't believe that my brother-in-law, gave it to me for free. And I can't... Wait, did I set this? And I can't believe that... I have 2 of the top games on the 64 right off the bat. It's amazing. Okay. I'm going to save that. I don't know. Okay. Yes. Sorry if I seem like I'm a monkey playing a game, because it's still... What's that beeping? Oh shit! My health. Yeah! Is that a heart container up there, or is that just extra health? How do I jump? There's no jump. It's automatic. Like... Oh, here we go. Navi. Look, Echo. I can see down below this web using... Oh, you can see down using the up triangle. I really can't see very well. Alright. Where'd that ladder go? Over here. Okay. So the blue button, as I'm learning, though, I realize that the blue button, the blue circle up there, is your blue button. B. No, A. Is giving me commands as I approach certain items and situations. So, I want that heart. So I'm understanding that as well. Son of a bitch. Okay. So, I mean, obviously that's something I got to get used to. And I'd almost rather jump, have an actual jump button. Oh. There. That's interesting. It bounced wildly as I fell onto it. So I'm wondering if I could use an attack and cut through that. But I think I'm gonna go up here first and see what we got. What is that? Oh, look at the wall. The vines growing on it give a rough surface. Maybe climb it. Okay. I wish you wouldn't have interrupted me. I'd be able to... Okay. How do I send him? Oh! There's a chest there. I thought it was a block that I can stand on so I can climb the vine. Oh my god. Am I going into a dungeon? Oh man. You found a dungeon map. Press start to get into the subscreens and look at the maps. Blue chambers are places you have already visited. Your current location is in the flashing. I'm so fucking nervous right now. I understand the first dungeon shouldn't be complicated. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. First floor, second floor, third floor, basement 1, basement 2. What the fuck? Wait, how do I... Oh. Okay, so I'm on the second floor apparently. So that's good. It's not closed off. It's not a maze yet. Okay. Oh. Motherfucking... I thought that was just like a glowing, like, target. Motherfucker, I didn't realize it was a goddamn spider. How do I get it? Oh, a stick. Okay. Let me try that. How do I throw it? Oh, there's 2 of them. Shit. I keep hitting the wrong button. I threw it. How do I... Okay, maybe I just climb around it. Oh, there's... Shh. Yo, fuck climbing that shit. Okay, put the stick away. You can open the door by standing in front of it and pressing A. It's like all the other actions. It changes. Alright, fuck it. Let's open this door. Oh, man. Wait. What the fuck? It will hide in the grass if you get close to it. Bounce the nuts it. Bounce the nuts it spits back at it. How? Bounce it. What? How do I bounce the nuts? Oh, shield. Jeesh. I'm about fucking dead. What? How'd I miss? It should be... Oh my god. Do I want to save? How do I... Yeah, fuck it. I'll get there again. I'm gonna beat that. Okay. I'm in the tree. I'm in the dungeon. I would say that's good for now. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I didn't get very far. I'm still getting used to the controls and all that. I could see why it's very good. It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, I'm still in shock. So, you know, it's very good. Like I said, I just have to get used to the controls. I'm in the first dungeon, which is making me very nervous. I'm going to be playing that and Super Mario 64 quite a bit. But there's I got several other 64 games, about 3 more. I only got 5 games right now. But, 5 games turns into, 50 and 60 easily. So, yeah, it's very good. I'm excited to learn the controls and figure out how to beat certain enemies and stuff. Like I said, it took about an hour just to find a fucking sword. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But once I found it, I'm like, oh, okay. It makes sense. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of those moments. Like, I think with that plant, I'm supposed to bounce the acorn back at it with the shield. And while it's up and running around, I try and whack it. I was hoping I'd just whack it and it would hurt itself, but it didn't seem to be working. So, and then of course, I think I missed with my sword strike, and I got clobbered. So, there it is. Dead. But maybe I'll fuck around with this today. So, adios, amigos. Definitely S tier, right? Right off the bat, 2 games, S tier. Mario 64 and Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I can't believe it. It's amazing. So, adios, amigos.